Hello friends, my name is Jess. If you didn't know, welcome to Books Past Bedtime. Today I'm going to be taking a page out of Read with Cindy's book and copying her ranking fan fiction tropes video. I thought this video was so funny, and I grew up reading fan fiction, so I had a lot of opinions while watching that video, so I really wanted to make my own. The tier rank that she used that was like already created didn't really do it for me, so I went ahead and actually made my own tier rank with more tropes than what she ranked, so this is gonna be a little bit different. I will leave this tier rank down below if you guys would like to do it. Send me your completed copy. I would love to know. I just think this is so fun. I've never done a screen recording before, so hopefully this works all right. So as we can see, I have 6 tiers here. The first, pretty self-explanatory. The second, yes please, that is basically things that I really like, but like not my absolute top things, but things that I very much enjoy reading. The next tier, I'll allow it. It's like pretty good, it's okay. Fourth tier, when there's nothing else to read. Definitely not my first choice, but also will read it if it's done well. Not my thing. And then kink shamed. Obviously I'm not kink shaming anybody, this is just a joke, but these are like things that I like absolutely would never read in any circumstance. Not my kink at all. A little bit stronger than the not my thing tier. Obviously like everybody like what they like. We're not here to make you feel bad about yourself. Just wanted to throw that disclaimer out here. All right, let's just dive right in, I guess. So the first one I have down there is coffee shop / bookshop AU. This is always very cute. I am going to put it in a yes please. It's just wholesome and sweet and cute, and I'm a fan. Gender swapped. This is not my thing for sure. I think I'm just gonna put it here. It's not quite kink shamed level, but it's definitely not my thing. I like people to stay in the genders that they are identifying with currently. I don't I'm just gonna dig myself a hole in this video, I think is what's gonna happen. All right, soulmates, soulmate AU. So I read a lot of Harry Potter fanfiction, and I really like this trope when it's like a magical soulmate, or it's like the first word somebody says like appears on their body as a tattoo, or like there's some other way to identify your match. I am a big fan of that, to be honest with you. I think I might put it all the way in the top tier. I'm a fan. Let me know if you guys would like me to like make a fanfiction recommendations video. I don't know if anybody would be interested in that, but I've got a lot, so if you want them, let me know. All right, next we're just going right in. PWP, PWP. This stands for plot. What plot? Porn without plot. There it goes. Okay, next is sad ending. We are not about that. Honestly, that's going in kink shamed. If you make me read a book with a sad ending, I'm gonna be pissed. I read fan fiction because it's what I want to happen. I don't want everybody to die, okay? Get it together. All right, next we've got first time. I like that. I'm pretty into that. That can be really cute. I'm just gonna put it in yes, please. BDSM. So this isn't really my thing. I don't really like all the bondage and that kind of deal, so I'm gonna put it in not my thing. I feel like a little bit of like light BDSM is like okay, but maybe I'll put it in when there's nothing else to read. It depends on execution. Maybe I should have made that my tier just like Cindy did, but I didn't. So okay, now we've got fluff. I definitely need fluff in my life. So I feel like fluff, angst, and smut, it's a holy trinity. You need all 3 to have a good fan fiction. This is such a broad thing, so I don't really know how to rank it. Why did I made this? Why am I complaining about it? Of the 3, it's probably my favorite, so it's gonna go all the way up here. I mean, you can't have a fan fiction without smut. I mean, you can, but it's not gonna be as good. So I'm gonna put this one all the way in the top as well. Angst, on the other hand, angst is going to go in I'll allow it. So I feel like I need angst in fan fiction, but that doesn't mean I enjoy it. Like I enjoy the payoff, but I don't enjoy being in the middle of the angst. It's tiring and stressful. I'm a very emotive reader, so whatever the characters are feeling, I'm feeling. So if they're feeling angsty and upset, I'm feeling angsty and upset. I'm gonna put it there and I'll allow it. We need it to have a good story, but that doesn't mean I enjoy it. All right, enemies to lovers. That's going all the way to the top. We love that shit. I mean, my OTP is Harry Potter and Draco, so did you expect anything different? Fake dating. Fake dating is one of those things where like I've read a couple that are good, but for the most part, it's not my favorite thing. I'm gonna put it in I'll allow it just because it really is like a hit or miss for me. All right, next is miscommunication. I don't know if you can read that or not, it's pretty small, but I really don't like miscommunication. It really bothers me. I'm always just like, fucking spit it out. So we're gonna put it in not my thing. All right, now we've got slow burn. Slow burn is a very general thing. I do like pining and that can make a story slow burn, but just slow burn for the sake of being slow burn, I don't love. I like my stories to be like snappy and quick and like things happening. So slow burn, I'm gonna put that in when there's nothing else to read, because it really also depends on execution. I'd be willing to give it a shot, but usually like if a fic is longer than 100,000 words, I will avoid it because I know that shit's gonna be slow burn and it's gonna take too long to get to the point and I'm gonna be mad. So that's where it's going. Next is Time Loop. Honestly, I have not read very many of these. I don't really have any opinions on it. I think I'm just gonna put it in when there's nothing else to read. Like, I'd be willing to read it, but it's not something that I would seek out. Amnesia fic. That's not really my thing either. I feel like it gets into weird territory and like weird power dynamics. And also sometimes I've seen stuff where like the character has amnesia and they were just had crushes on each other before. They weren't in an established relationship or anything. And then they like use the amnesia to become in an established relationship. I don't know. I feel like you can go a lot of weird directions with amnesia. It definitely would depend on execution and also is not something that I would seek out on my own. So next we have crack fic. And if you didn't know, a crack fic is just like a fic on crack, basically. Like, it's just crazy, outlandish, exactly what you would want in your story, particularly like the writer, specifically what they want to read, and it can just be like totally off the wall. I like these, but usually like I do like a story that is like complete and full and like nuanced. Before you come for me, there's some really good fan fictions out there, so I'm gonna put that in I'll allow it. I like one every once in a while, but it's not like my absolute preferred fic type. All right, now we've got college AU. This depends. If we're talking like One Direction fanfic, yes, love it. If we're talking like Harry Potter, I don't like when they make Harry Potter be like not magical. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna put it in I'll allow it. There's nothing wrong with it at all, but this is hard because like the stuff that I read is so different, so it just really depends on. I'm gonna put it in yes please, because some of my favorite fanfictions do take place when the characters are in college. They're just not Harry Potter ones. So I'm gonna go yes. Now the next one, Magic AU. So when you're reading Harry Potter fanfiction, it's not an AU to be magical. They're already in a magical universe. And if I'm not reading Harry Potter, I'm not really reading, I've never read magic fanfiction outside of that. I'm gonna put it in I'll allow it because I'm not like against it, obviously. I just really haven't read it. Now we've got dark fic, and I think that this usually deals with like some darker topics, obviously. Might be sad, might be intense, might deal with like suicide, depression, that kind of thing. I'm gonna put it in when there's nothing else to read. Again, this is something that I probably wouldn't seek out, but if I stumble across one that sounds good and I don't have anything else queued up to read, I would be open to reading it. I've read a couple like this that have been pretty good. Generally not my thing, but maybe sometimes. Next, we've got happy ending. That shit's going all the way to the top. If it doesn't have a happy ending, I'm not reading it. We love a happy ending. That's the way to go. Okay, now we've got forced proximity. This one's going to the top. I love this trope. This is like when like your characters are like locked in a room, or they're like stuck in a cabin during a snowstorm, or like something like that where they have to be like in the same place. This works so well with enemies to lovers, and I think that's why I like it so much, because these two people that hate each other are like forced to interact and be together. So I am a big fan, needless to say. All right, now we've got mutual pining. I really love this trope as well. This is kind of what I was touching on when I was talking about slow burn. If it's like a mutual pining slow burn, I'm into it. I love the like, I really like this person, but I don't believe they like me kind of thing, like happening on both sides. Beautiful, love it. She's gone to the top. I really thought I would have more at the bottom than at the top, but I'm just like exposing myself here. All right, established relationship. This, I'm gonna put this and I'll allow it. I've read a couple that this is okay. I really do like though the lead up to being in a relationship. That's my favorite part of like any kind of romance, fan fiction or otherwise. I really like the build up to the relationship better than like already being in an established relationship. I feel like with the established relationship, there's a lot of reliance on like miscommunication and stuff, which we already know I don't really like. It's going in, I'll allow it because it depends on execution. All right, next we got unrequited love. And this is different from mutual pining, at least in my interpretation, because this means that the other character like never falls for them. I'm gonna just put it in not my thing based on the interpretation that it means it's always unrequited. Okay, friends with benefits. I do like this one. I'm gonna put it in yes please. So every once in a while you'll get one that's like enemies with benefits. That's great. I love that. Like like hate fucking each other. That's my shit. I like that. So it's gonna go in there because that's a type of friends with benefits, right? Okay, now, next is secret relationship. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here. I feel like that adds an extra level of conflict that can sometimes be fun. I like exclusively read queer fan fiction, let's just throw that out there. So sometimes like they're not ready to come out, or especially if it's like enemies to lovers and they end up liking each other, there's some kind of conflict with like, why would you be with them, wanting to keep it secret. There's some elements there that like work well with the stuff that I like to read, so I'm gonna put it there. I like it. All right, sharing clothes. That's going straight to the top. We love that shit. So freaking cute, especially if the two characters have like different styles or one's like a lot bigger than the other one. We're a fan. I'm a fan of that. Hurt comfort. I'm gonna put that and I'll allow it. I don't really have any strong feelings about it. Maybe I'll put it in here. So this makes me think maybe of like the hating game, the like 6 scene where he comes over to like comfort her and nurse her back to health. That was really cute. I haven't read anything equivalent in a fan fiction, so that's why my first instinct was to put it and I'll allow it. But if we're talking that, I loved that shit, so it can be in yes please. High school AU. This one's fine. I feel the same about this one as like a college AU. I'll put it there. It's fine. Historical AU. This isn't my favorite thing ever. I'll put it and I'll allow it. Again, it depends on execution. It might not be something I would necessarily seek out, but that might just be because of like what I've read previously in the past. I would be all right with it, but. All right, now we've got arranged marriage. Arranged marriage. I think I'm gonna put this in when there's nothing else to read. This definitely wouldn't be something I would seek out. I like the characters to have some kind of relationship before going in, whether that's that they hate each other, that they're aware of each other, that they're friends, etc. I'm just trying to think of like an instance where I've read this and it's worked. I haven't, so I'm gonna put it there. I would be willing to give it a shot, but it's not something that I would like be dying to read. All right, now we got ABO. This is Alpha Beta Omega Dynamics. If you didn't know, this is like wolfy shit. Like they're not wolves, but the people in this fic have like animalistic instincts, particularly akin to wolf packs, where like somebody would be the alpha, somebody would be the beta, somebody would be the omega. It's also got some kinky sex shit that goes along with it, like nodding and being in heat. It's not my thing. If it's your thing, that's okay. I totally respect you, but it's definitely like something I would never read. I've got a love triangle. So it's funny because in real books, I'm okay with a love triangle in some aspects. Like, I think in some instances it can make sense, but when I'm reading a fanfic, I am not a fan of a love triangle, because the reason I'm reading a fanfic is because these two characters I believe are meant to be together, and I want to read about them believing that they're meant to be together. I don't really want them believing they're meant to be with more than one person. That's just me. So I'm gonna put this in not my thing. Character death. That's going in kink shaming because that's some shit. Okay, next we've got pregnancy fic. This is like stupid because I like exclusively read queer romance, so that's not usually a thing unless you decide to ignore biology, I guess, or like I'm talking some shit in this video.
What are you talking about? You do talk some shit in interviews.
Anyway, I'm gonna put it in when there's nothing else to read. It can be cute, I guess, but it really depends on execution for me. All right, domestic fluff. All the way to the top, that one goes. Especially when they like move in together and like start living together. I don't know, it's cute. I'm here for it. All right, canon compliant. I'm gonna say no. Like, I like it to be canonically possible. Like having like a canon divergence at like some point in the book is like okay with me. I don't like it to be like completely left out of left field. I mean, if it's an AU, that's different, but I'll put it and I'll allow it because, like I said, I like it to be possible within the canon. It doesn't need to be compliant like all the way through the epilogue. I'd actually prefer it not to be if we're talking about Harry Potter. All right, age difference. That's going in, not my thing. I don't like a big age gap. Makes me a little uncomfy, but if it's your thing, that's cool. Good for you. Just not my thing. All right, big guy, little guy. I am going to put this in, honestly, I do like this. I'm gonna put it in on yes, please. Especially like going along with like sharing clothes. If the like smaller person wears the bigger clothes, it's so cute. It's so cute. They like make a big deal about this in like a lot of fan fictions, and it's not something that I like need, but when it does happen, I do like it. So I'll put it there. All right, everyone is gay. Did you think I was gonna answer differently? Really? Did you think I was gonna answer differently? Especially in like Harry Potter, when obviously I like Drarry, but then I like when they put Pansy with like either Hermione or Ginny. I'm a fan of that. Ooh, I also like Ginny and Luna. That's a cute combo. It doesn't need to be like every single person, but I do like having multiple gay relationships in my fanfiction, so let's get real. All right, Locked in a Room. This is kind of the same as Forced Proximity. Oh, what we didn't discuss with Forced Proximity is there's this whole section of Harry Potter fanfiction where it's like a bonding fic where they're like magically bonded together. Either they can like hear each other's thoughts or like they're physically bonded together. I love that shit. So maybe that's what I meant when I put that, and Locked in a Room is different. Anyway, I like them both. They're both going in the top tier, so there we go. All right, next, reader insert. This is not my thing. I don't really care to be in the fanfic, like the YN your name shit, and not into it, never have read that. Honestly, that might go in kink shaming because it's stupid. All right, next we've got Whoops, Only One Bed. We love that. That's going to the top. Next we've got Roommates AU. I don't really feel any which way about this, just like any other AU. It's fine. It'll do in a pinch. Okay, next we have We're Not Gay, We Just Love Each Other. This is kink shamed for me because it's stupid. It doesn't really happen as much anymore, but every once in a while, sometimes it will, where it's like you've never been attracted to a boy in your life and like suddenly you're attracted to this person. I don't like that. I like an exploration of a sexuality. I mean, I guess you can be attracted to one singular man, but then like you identify as bisexual or pansexual, etc., not as straight but gay for you. I don't like that. I think that's kind of damaging, so it's going in kink shamed. Next we have Didn't Know They Were Dating, which is like when two characters are so close that everyone around them thinks they're dating, but like they themselves haven't agreed to date or like don't know that they're dating, hence the trope. I like this one. I'm gonna put it here. Is that where it goes? Yeah, it sounds cute to me. Next we have creature fic, and I guess this is like if one of the characters is a creature in some way. It sounds a little weird, but I think that, like, for example, in Harry Potter, sometimes they make Draco be a Vila, and I think that would be technically considered a creature fic. I think anything like vampires, werewolves, any of that kind of stuff, like, goes in this category. I'm gonna put it in I'll allow it because specifically I do like the Vila thing in Harry Potter fanfictions, but I don't really like any other kind of creature fics. So I'm gonna put it in I'll allow it because it depends on execution and it depends on what kind of creature. Next we have a crossover. I guess I would read this if there's nothing else to read. I don't have any opinions on it. I don't really think that I would seek it out though. Fix It fic. Is this different than Hurt Comfort? Why did I put this in here? Maybe this is different. Maybe this is like you have depression or something and your partner cures it, you know? Maybe that's what this is. And if that, then that's gonna be kink shamed because that's dumb and not possible. I feel like a partner can help you, but they won't cure you. You have to cure yourself in an ongoing process, going to therapy, working on yourself. I think the idea that being in a relationship can cure a mental illness is not a good idea to be promoting. But if you want to read it, it's not hurting anybody to read it. Just know in your mind that that's not real life, okay? Next we have Fuck or Die. Personally, I've never read anything like this. Have I? I'm gonna put it in I'll allow it because I think, again, this one depends on execution. I don't know about dying, but like high stakes, like having to fuck to solve some kind of problem. Like in Harry Potter, they might be bonded and they have to like, you know, seal the deal to be unbonded. I'd be all right with that. All right, Gen Fic or Rated G Fic for general audiences. Kink shamed. That shit sucks. All right, Slash. Duh. I just said that all I read is queer fanfic. Obviously. All right, kid fic. I'm gonna put this in yes please. I think this can be cute. For example, in Harry Potter, when like Harry has Teddy or when Draco has Scorpius. I like that kind of stuff. That's cute. It can be fun. And that kind of goes along with like domestic fluff. That's included if kids are included in that. I'm here for it. I think it's cute. Oh, I did put MPreg separately. Okay. I honestly am also gonna put that in when there's nothing else to read because I've read a couple. I've actually read like one in my life that I thought was good. It's definitely not something I seek out, but if like the rest of the fic sounds like it might be good, I might be okay with it. I definitely think it's really weird when they try and explain it biologically and like just pretend it's a real thing and move on. I don't need a biological explanation on how you think that this would work because it doesn't. Think what you want about me. Anyway, Drunken Confessions. Love that. So good. I'm a fan. Big fan of that. Childhood friends. I do think that's cute. I feel like I like that better in like real books than in fanfiction, but I do like that trope. It's cute. I mean, it kind of goes along with like the friends to lovers thing, which I don't have in here. Whatever. Canon divergence. All right, canon compliance going in kink shamed. And then we're gonna put canon divergence up here, and yes please. All right, last but not least, we've got a bully romance. I'm kink shaming that as well. I'm not a fan of that. So there you have it. That was me tier ranking fanfiction/romance tropes. I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, don't take this too seriously. It's just all in good fun. The tropes that I put in kink shamed, I'm obviously not kink shaming you if you like them. I just think some of them are things that we've got to like remember that they're damaging when we're reading them. And as long as we remember that, it's cool. Read whatever the hell you want. I feel like you probably know me a lot better than you did before you watched this video, so you're welcome. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video and hanging out with me. I had a lot of fun, so hopefully you did too. Oh, also, I once again will link this tier rank in the description down below. Definitely do it yourself and send it to me. I would love to see what your answers are. I think it'd be so fun. Okay, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.